can call me 100% crazy, but I'm here picking some roses because some roses in my garden they died because of the winter. So I came specially here to check some roses out. And the one I'm looking for is the Blue Moon. It's a purple rose. I bought this rose as a memorial for my sister who died, de France. And this is the way it looks. But this rose doesn't really look good to me. It's not only the rose, it's the plant. So I have a lot of problem keeping this rose alive. And I don't know why. Maybe it's not even my fault, but it's happening. So I'm here especially to buy a new rose for my sister who died, de France. Her favorite color was purple, and this is why I keep buying purple roses. And I think this one looks okay. This one looks okay. This plant looks okay, so I'm gonna take this one. Roses are one of my favorite flowers in the world. And so this is really a joy to be here, smelling all kind of roses. And so I'm really here to do a shopping. And I cannot resist to share it with you. This one, I don't know. What do you think of this color? I love this kind of colors. The smell is unbelievable. What's the name of this rose? I don't know. I don't see it clearly. Let me smell more. This is really addiction. This is absolutely an addiction. Oh God. I should really let you smell this. So let me show you a small round of the colors. Who do not like pink? Pink, such a beautiful colors. The other side around. You know, this is also a purple one that I don't like. I don't know why, but it is purple, but I don't like it. And let me see. Here's pink. My sister died 8 years ago, and I will never get over to it. I will never get over losing her. It's just not impossible to give her the place. Losing her, she died very dramatic. And could not even imagine that she would die at 33. My sister died when she was 33. I lost my father, Michael Jackson, when I was 33. And when my mother had me as a baby, she was 33. My mother was 33 years old when she had me. So there is something in the numbers with the 33. So 33 is a very special number in my life. I have something in my eyes. The wind is blowing. Today is a little bit strange weather. So that's why I'm in my eyes. Trying to put something out. Yeah, I think it's out. And life is really short. You don't know what's going to happen. And that's why I think it's very important to really live your day the best that you can. This right. I don't feel, that's one, I really don't like this. There's one, I really don't like it. I think life is something to be, you have to be very focused on your life, living your life, because you never know when it's going to end. My father is murdered. I have a hard time dealing with that he was murdered. It's really hard. The lawsuit with Kurt Murray, it did not heal me. It did not heal me at all. Hearing him talk on anywhere, it hurts. It really hurts. You know, I'm a healthcare professional, and I could not live with myself if I let a client die because I didn't do I didn't follow any protocol that need to be done. And because I'm a healthcare professional, I'm always fighting doctors. You know, that's my job. I have to take care of the well-being and the doctors that we work with in the Netherlands. They work very hard, and as a professional health caregiver, I have to make sure that the doctors hear the need of my clients, even they are better, even they are better doctors, even they work hard. It's my responsibility to make sure that the doctor hear how it goes with the client. So Kurt Murray, that he have filled my father, Michael Jackson, away, it's devastating. It's something that I personally will never can get over. Or that's simple saying, there is no healing. There is no healing. And 4 years, 4 years, what does jail means, when you lose someone, and someone died. My dad died. My dad was murdered. It doesn't make me feel better that if he have to go to jail for life, because in the end, he is also a human being. You may say, no, he's not a human being because he's a murderer, Kurt Murray. I don't see it that way. In my job, in my relationship, I have supported many people who have went to jail for crime. So you always know there is another story behind it, behind what happened. And with Kurt Murray, I always feel like I didn't get the story, what's behind it. I didn't get it. And Michael Jackson was murdered under his control. He did something that wasn't appropriate. He gave him propofol, while he should just have called 911 and should have get my father into an addiction clinic. So I will never understand this story, why it happened, but it happened, and he died, and there's nothing in the world that I can do to change that, and that's a great thing that I have to live with all my life. And I don't feel that I have made any progress of healing of the loss of my dad. I don't feel I'm healing. I'm not healing. I don't think I can ever heal. I just feel like I'm getting better dealing with the loss that he was murdered. And the last 13 years have been so devastating to me that I don't have any words to express my grieving that he was murdered. Maybe you may find me very strange, but the only way that I feel that I'm giving my father's death an healing way is that I think, okay, he died in his sleep. He died peacefully. His heart ended. And when I was kidnapped, they beat me. They hurt me. They cut my body. They cut me. And when the summer comes, when the spring comes, when it's raining, I always feel the scars on my body. And I remember being stabbed in my body, and that my blood was coming out of my body, and it was warm, and I remember being beaten. I was 9 years old. I was almost 8. My happy birthday just had my happy birthday, so I was 9. And the beating was so hard when I was kidnapped that I just lose conscious. And when I wake up, I could feel all my bones were hurting because they put so much pressure on my body when I was kidnapped. And I was screaming. I was in pain, and that I couldn't even. My voice was gone because I've been screaming so hard of pain that I lost my voice. I couldn't say ah. I could say ah, but there was no sound coming out because I was in such a pain, and I really felt like I was dying the way they abused me when I was kidnapped. So when my father was murdered, I think, okay, he didn't have to go through that kind of pain when I was kidnapped because Michael Jackson is my father. So I was thinking, okay, he didn't have to go through that kind of pain. He just slept, and then his heart stopped. So he wasn't conscious that he died. His body didn't suffer the way I suffered. And that knowing, that gave me some kind of peace that I can live with. Every time when people say Michael Jackson is not my father, I don't really care, because I have the scars on my body that remind me he's my father. I was beaten almost to death because he's my father. So when people say Michael Jackson's not my father, I don't really care. I always knew that my father was going to be murdered, and I could scream whatever I want. Nobody was going to believe me, just like many of the world don't believe me now. Michael Jackson is indeed my father, and that he was abused by the mob for a very long time because of Katharine Jackson married Jack Gordon, and he was a part of the mafia, and he really saved her life. And this is something that Jackson will never talk about it, but Michael Jackson, he really sacrificed himself to save the family, and he deserves so much more respect than the world, you know? But I still have some videos to go, so I will go into that next time. But Thriller: The Dark Side and my book is, I'm talking about my kidnapping for the first time, but some of my friends who have read the book say I don't go into too deep into that. But with my videos, I give you a little bit more explanation. I know a lot of people may not be happy that I'm creating these videos where I'm really expressing what are happening to me. I'm not trying to convince anyone because I'm the one with the scars. I'm the one who have to deal with this trauma. That's a part of my life that I have accepted. That's part of my life. The pain I live with is part of my life. And it's okay because everyone has a story to tell. And this is mine. And if people want to keep saying I'm delusional, then they can say it because they don't have the scars I'm having in my life. So it's okay. I hope you have enjoyed the roses a little bit. I'm going to buy some. Not this one. This one smells okay. I'm going to buy the purple rose as a memorial to my sister Lady France who died, and take good care of it and then go home. Oh, look, just let me show you one. Ooh, this is a really creepy rose. I've never seen this before. So let me show you one more rose before I go. Yeah, I'm crying. Sorry. I think the key in life is to stay positive. Just stay positive. Oh, I think, was this the one I didn't like? Didn't like the smell? Yeah, that's the one I didn't like. So let me show you just one that I do like, and then I'm going to close this video. I love orange roses, but it's not one yet. Whoa, that's a move one. Don't want to break any. Think of this one. This is really old-fashioned smell. Not very special, but very beautiful. Let me go. White roses. Snow White is the most well-known white rose in the world. It's the one that's being sold the most. Snow Witch. Let me just show you one rose that I really like before I go. Oh yeah, and the rose that's very famous in the whole country is Queen Elizabeth rose. It's the same color like this. Oh no, this is not the one, but it's the same color. Ugh, don't know. Very demanding, you see, I'm very demanding. Ew. This one was okay. Purple one again. Try not to. No. That's not it. Okay. Let me smell the one that I really liked. And then I'm closing this video. This one. Let me smell this one. This one smells amazing. Oh gosh, I really love the smell. Oh, really love this one. Addiction. So everyone, bye-bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy the weather.